There we go.
All right, welcome back. This is Matt. I am here. Introduce yourself quick to the audience.
How's it going? I'm Jonathan. Play D3 High Rollers.
Welcome to the booth. Welcome to the immediate action. No time to catch your breath. Los Angeles Collision versus P-Mob. P-Mob on the right in the green jerseys.
Okay. This guy over here in the can for P-Mob was getting checked. He's clean. Okay. Haven't really been watching too much of the semi-pros, so I don't know what these guys have been doing.
Stylistically, P-Mob is a very good team. They won the last event. They took first overall. They had a rough first event at Atlantic City.
Okay.
They've had
at Tampa. Tampa. First event was Tampa.
You're correct. Well, they had a rough go in Tampa, and then they won Atlantic City. You are correct.
Okay, okay.
5 seconds to the booth. You're already correcting me, man.
I'm sorry, man. I watch a lot of paintball. And,
no, you're good.
I play out a quick shot. They were there practicing with us and stuff, you know.
Keep
at
me
the
up.
time, I was playing with Filthy Feud, D3.
All right, good work. Keep me honest. All right, so I am looking at 5 alive. 1, 2, 3. Yep,
Yeah.
5 alive over here. Collision. I think P-Mob's in the same.
Yeah, I don't think P-Mob's lost a body neither yet. From here, all the bunkers are covering them, so if they are there, they're hiding pretty well from us.
All right,
It
P-Mob
seems
up
like
into
everybody's in the pocket right now.
P-Mob up into Snake Dorito. Actually, both teams into their own Snake Doritos.
Guy over here letting his partner know for collision. Somebody's shooting a bounce shot at him.
There's been a lot of bounce shots attempted. Really haven't seen it work too well in this field.
Because it's like the bounce shots are there, but if you're not hitting accurately, it's more hitting the bunker towards them. So it's a good bounce shot to tuck them in type of thing.
Yeah, it's like a harassing shot.
Yeah. Gets them nervous.
And maybe they come off a lane they're supposed to stay on.
Yeah, see, like this. It was close to his face when he was out. Right now, bouncing over his head.
Yeah, you're right. And he actually turns
Oh,
the
he
ref
got
and asks, did it break?
Nope, it bounced them.
Well,
Well, they know it's there, so if they
Yeah.
continue to shoot it, they might be able to get one to break on them now. Yeah.
it's actually working for P-Mob. They're going to bounce shot, and it's harassing their opponent into dropping out of where he wants to be.
Making him uncomfortable. Now he can't look at what he's being told to look at.
Yeah.
I believe it's still 5 alive. I don't see anybody. I didn't hear anybody walk off.
No.
Over here rapping. There's nobody really looking at him. He could rap and go. All right. Still pretty 5-on-5.
It's pretty amazing to still be 5-on-5 this deep into any point.
I did happen to see, I went on Instagram earlier, and I did happen to see we had a 1-0 match on the pro field yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're correct. I've been told by Dan Sensi of Miami Effect, he's watched a lot of games. He said the pro field is running super slow. They're being extremely conservative over there.
Yeah, it's also because, like, you getting up to another bunker, you have to get low, so you lose where people are, and they move. And rather be alive and cautious than dead and...
Ambitious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, even the pros, sometimes you got to play it slow.
Good communication over here by LA Collision.
I really don't hear P-Mob too much.
No,
I heard one guy now, but
Yeah, you're right. They've gone kind of silent.
trying to set a trap on somebody, but nobody's moving either way. I think the furthest body for both teams are on the D3. Oh, no. That one's Snake 2, and this one's Snake 3. Nobody's really up past the 20.
Now, this is not entirely unusual. You have your first point in the match. It's a big tone setter. You don't want to lose it. So teams tend to play a little bit more conservative their first point. They tend to start taking bigger risks later in the game.
Yeah.
All right, good communication by LA Collision. They don't have really a presence out on the Dorito side, while P-Mob is up to D2, the first white bunker. There's no vision for P-Mob down the tape. This wedge sticks out too far. You can't really see the other team's snake. Best he can do is wrap and try to fight with the home.
Just pretty quiet all around. I'm looking, trying to see what I could find here to let you guys know what's going on, but it's been the pretty same thing for the past 3 minutes of this point.
Yeah, we've hit kind of every game we hit a lull period on this field. You've got an early kind of confusion and chaos, and then the teams figure it out, and then they really hunker down. It's pretty normal on this layout.
Just seems like you said, it's that first point. It's pretty crucial. So what they're really waiting for, I guess, is to win the 1 point and then have the other team have to come to them. That's where the chaos sort of starts coming.
Yeah, force the other team into bad decisions.
So right now it just looks like whoever makes the first mistake. Oh, and as I say that,
You
we
cursed it.
lose a player.
Congratulations
Look at
on the
that.
commentator curse.
My first.
Well done.
Let's go. Sorry. What I don't know what your number was, but I do apologize for getting you killed.
They're coming after you. Pull up the ladder. All right, so slight advantage for P-Mob. Again, kind of a lockdown situation. This is going to come down to just a few people getting sloppy and losing gunfights, and then the tide shifts. Actually, look at how many pods are left here for number 6.
He got one. One pod, and
yeah, he's going to be forced to start making some decisions soon. That's Tatum.
Got to take a body with him at least.
Yeah,
Good thing is they have 9 minutes, but, you know, at some point you got to figure out who can win this.
Did you see Tatum? He just reached for his pack. He felt around. He actually didn't even feel that last
that
one.
one pod.
I think he thinks he's out of paint.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Because he
just
reached
said
for
I'm out of paint.
He couldn't find it.
He just told somebody he's out of paint. He
did
win
it
again.
He did it again. He didn't feel it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say nothing because we are close to him. I don't want him to be like, oh, wait, you said I have a pod?
Yeah.
Goes and touches it.
You know the pod trick, right? You throw a pod at the bunker, try to bait them in. I've watched multiple pod tricks today, actually this weekend, where then the player ran out of paint, and they threw a full pod of paint.
My God, that's gotta suck,
That's
man.
brutal.
That hurts. Like, damn, I could have used that damn pod. And then you go up to it, and it's all broken.
All right, so P-Mob slides into D3.
I think he's gonna count. Oh, shit.
Now again, it's not it's not great vision. This wedge blocks a lot of it.
But I think they both know that they're there. This
Yeah.
guy in the corners are watching him pretty hard.
So Collision has not fully sure. They're not putting any paint on that D3.
But they are looking at him. They're both, this guy is watching the wire, and then the inside of Collision is literally waiting for this guy in the P-Mob to make a move out of that 30.
All right, well, they know now.
He's shooting at him.
He wrapped, put some paint on that mini brick in the middle. He missed the shot.
Yeah. And
Now he's going to be a bit stuck.
Oh, wow. There's only one gun looking snake side right now for Collision.
Yeah, if he can wrap, that might be a drool for P-Mob.
3 guns looking this D side at the 20. Look, they're all trying to get him.
But John, you're right. It's just that mini brick is the only one that he has to get past.
Yeah. What's going on that snake side over there?
A whole lot of nothing.
Is there anybody alive over there still? Because right now, that snake side needs to understand that they have the ball.
Yeah, to make something happen.
And this guy over here has got 3 guns on him, and nobody is doing anything to help him. Where are your back players? So I see 1 player, 2 players. They have 3 players alive over there? Oh, no.
This is Los Angeles Collision. You're looking
so
down
it's
at
the
your screen.
4.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm really trying to see how many people are on P-Mob, because if they're up in bodies, it's not no reason to throw the body, but, you know, try to change the game a little bit.
John, this is easily the longest point I've seen so far this weekend on this field.
This might be a 1-0 point.
We're approaching, yeah, we're approaching 6 minutes on the first point of this game.
And everybody's down to roughly no paint. Oh, number 6 used this 1 pod.
Yeah, he found that last secret pod, the bonus pod, but now he's truly running out of paint.
Yeah. Oh, and this guy over here for P-Mob in the Dorito 3 as well doesn't have any paint on his back.
I think he's taking his barrel off.
Yes,
he's doing gun surgery. P-Mob moves up to the inside wedge.
He's cleaning his barrel out. I guess it wasn't shooting straight. Got some broken ball in there.
All right, so for P-Mob, you've got middle brick. You've got snake, Dorito. You've got inside wedge. You've got this D3, which is currently gunned down. I think we might be looking at 4 P-Mob players against 4 Collision players. Now
okay,
a drop
yes,
back by
it's
P-Mob.
5 bodies. He said those are the 5 bodies, so it's still a 5-on-4. Okay. Oh, if he makes this move, if he would have made that move, he was busy talking to the guy over there, and he wasn't looking. And the Dorito guy didn't make the bump to the, the snake didn't make the bump into the Doritos.
You know what? Just based on how little fire is going back and forth between both teams, I bet they're all running out of paint.
I fully believe it. It's been quiet for at least 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody's throwing at least one ball. They're all on their last hopper. Oh, that guy just loaded the paint, number 2.
Yeah, number 2 in the middle for Los Angeles
Oh,
Collision.
he has
He's
3
got,
pods.
yeah, 2 or 3 plods left on his back, so he's okay.
He hasn't been rolling his gun, apparently. Well, a lot of communication going on for Collision, not so much for PMOB, I think.
Well,
The guy over here in the 20 hasn't really spoken at all.
No, he hasn't said a word. He's all alone out here. By the way, he needs to protect his body because if he dies off, then Tatum here has free reign to bounce up to this wedge and turn the field on its side.
PMOB's up there in the 50. They have 2 over there.
They've made it to the wedge on their side, on their snake side.
And they're in the 50 break. So you have 4 bodies at least in the 40 to 50 general of the field right now. You have 2 in the 50 and 2 in the 40s.
So yeah, we're packed dry. We're packed dry for the D3 here player for PMOB. Wow, this is wild. I mean, guns aren't even entering ramp mode. They're literally single-shotting at each other.
They really have no choice, some of these players. And as well, they're trying to conserve the paint, so that way if somebody does come running down, they have enough balls to shoot at them. Because picking up the balls off the ground right now isn't smart.
It's dicey. I guess if you get to the point where you got nothing else, you got to
have no choice, you know, but...
I like to call paint picked up off the ground second strike paintballs. Unlike first strike.
Oh, yeah.
Second strike is free. You can pick it up on the ground.
Sometimes out here, free paint isn't good.
Yeah, there's a tag. There's a cost. All right, it looks like PMOB, Snake Dorito, thinking about making a move, maybe doubling up that wedge with his buddy.
Yeah. Which wouldn't be too bad because he could watch the other side, but...
Yeah. So, by the way, this is my opinion as a player. If you were really running out of paint, that's when it's time you need to be aggressive. You can't sit back with 3 balls left in your hopper and do anything.
This guy in the middle made a risky move.
Yeah, Tatum picked up on it. He's aware of that tower being hot.
Dallas, yes. He's calling it.
Justin for PMOB's trying to creep out, looking from that Dorito, see if he can find something. Nothing there.
But the snake corner is just waiting for him, and so is the mini Aztec over there.
We are now at 2 minutes, 20 seconds. This is
crazy.
crazy.
Might be a 1-point match.
It could be a 0-point match. This might go to overtime without a point being scored.
Yeah, it's likely to happen.
Oh, ooh, ref coming in to check that middle.
And 2 players were checking him.
Oh, he's clean.
Wait,
that would be a huge loss for Collision because he's the last guy with any paint on him.
Huh? Okay, so.
Yeah, we're now at 1:50.
And we have 3 PMOBs either at the 50 or up into the other side.
I think you're going to get under a minute, and you're going to see
It's going to just see a lot of chaos.
Yeah, there's the start of it.
There we go.
Does he get a trade out? At least trades it out. Okay.
Got the trade.
Again. Oh, now they've crossed into their other team's Dorito 3. Mini Temple getting a check. He's getting pulled. Finally, bodies are peeling off.
Looks like PMOB might win this.
Oh, runs right into a gun. Tatum throws his body away. Justin up to the next bunker, wrapping around.
There goes the tower to conserve the point.
Oh. Wow. Can you imagine the nerves it took for the coaches both hovering over the concede
just
button?
Waiting.
Like, what do I do here?
Who's going to lose? Who's going to lose it?
Wow.
That was an intense 14 minutes.
That was crazy.
Well, it looks like Tiki and Philly Corrupt will be in X-Ball their next match unless they get a 20 to 30 second point.
Yeah.
Major under 60 seconds, you know.
Something ridiculous.
That causes them to play another point. But with this heat, X-Ball just sucks. And to have to play an entire 15-minute X-Ball match is going to suck. So let's just hope both rosters have a deep roster with at least 10 bodies, because 8 is really rough, because that means 2 people will be spinning either every point or every other point, and in this weather, it is too hot.
That's brutal.
And we're on with Philly Corrupt and Tiki Totems.
Who are you rooting for here? I'm kidding.
If you ever seen my locals, I'm kind of biased. Like, I go with my friends and my family and my teammates. I actually know Black Pat. He's playing for Philly Corrupt right now, so If I had to pick, I'm going to go with them.
All right. Philly Corrupt on your right, Totem on your left. Totem has already lost one player. Totem losing another player. Their Dorito side is now kind of cleaned out. They're doubled up a can, which is really weird.
Looks like Corrupt over here, still 5 alive. This guy for Tiki gets into the snake undetected. Okay, no, detected. Take that back. They are pelting the front of his bunker.
That's a weird... maybe they think they're doing a bounce shot.
Is that a bounce?
Yeah, they think they're doing a bounce shot in the Dorito. It's not working, and there's nobody in the Dorito, so
yeah.
Kind of a waste of paint, but...
I think they're just trying to keep him out. It looks like they're shooting in between that gap. I'm not 100% sure.
You know what? That could be a psychological paint stream just to let the player know we know you're there. Don't try to move forward.
And he doesn't know exactly what's part of that bunker they're shooting at. Just hears it. Oh, they stopped shooting at it, so he decides to wrap it. Philly Corrupt looks pretty locked in, though. And Tiki Totem makes a move up into the Snake 3 over here.
That's Devin. Now they're attempting another bounce shot, this time off the inside wedge to try to take Devin or at least harass Devin. It's not really working.
They have to figure out who's the guy that has to shoot that bunker to shoot him. Oh, well, as we say that, they kill the guy in the middle brick. So Tiki down to 2. Would be smart to concede it only because there's 5 alive. I think that's Miles for Philly Corrupt. That's in the 50 snake over there. Well, and he gets another kill and another kill. 5 alive.
That's it. Philly Corrupt with not a quick game, but a very convincing control game.
Yes. Well, anything past that last match that we just watched is fast.
Yeah, that feels fast. An 8-minute point would feel fast. That was 14 minutes of almost nothing until the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, literally. They have, I think, what now? 1 minute and 18 seconds left.
That's enough to score 1/4 of a point.
So for those of you who are just tuning in to this, or just tuned in the last match and missed the first match for Collision and P-Mob, they had a 14-minute point. And in the last 30 seconds of that 1 minute and 30 seconds, there was a lot of chaos.
Yeah, just the P-Mob just blew it open. Hey, thanks to Kinetic for sponsoring this. If you get a chance, go to Kinetic. They have some in-house design. They can help you design a custom jersey for your team.
And their pants are really good. Oh.
Ooh, head hit.
I was just going to say, don't shoot your gun.
Yep. Head hit.
It
However,
looks like 44. There was a guy getting checked, and he is pulled for Collision, so it's a 44 right now. Oh, 43. P-Mob is down a body, 60 seconds.
Now they've lost their mini temple on the left.
Another player getting checked. Oh, no, they called him clean.
This could be, they could tie it up. Collision could tie this up.
Yeah.
We're at under a minute, but P-Mob just lost a ton.
Has the ball.
It's Jake Thorne here for P-Mob left in the snake.
Oh, he heard him. Good trade. Good trade.
So Jake Thorne all alone.
Seconds.
Oh, he's going to take it.
Get the point. So
Collision's going to tie this up.
Match. It might be going into overtime, guys.
What craziness are we watching?
We could have a next 30-second point. But
so they're having a conversation. Do we want another point or do we want to go to overtime? They choose another point.
Just do it clean, boys. No penalties. Remember, a red under 60 seconds is a swing point.
Wow, what a wild game for Collision and P-Mob on that one. We had almost a 14-minute point, and then what was that, about 45 seconds, if that, maybe
just
even
about
less?
40 seconds.
Good Lord.
It was 24 seconds left, started with 1 minute and 18, so yeah, roughly about 40 seconds.
So
45.
Including their last match, if I have to identify a problem for P-Mob, they're losing too many players in the first 5 seconds of the game.
Yes.
They're granted that first game went 14 minutes, but what I've seen in their past matches, they have a early survivability issue they got to figure out.
Surviving the break.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I like to say, look, if you get shot in the break, generally it's not you did something wrong. It's generally the other team did something right, you know? But if it's happening again and again, then no, you're doing something wrong.
Yes. Looks like they're going to stack the snake side over here for Tiki. No, they rushed the middle.
Conservative breakout. Oh, we're going to do the middle dive crawl. Okay, Tiki's pulls up. I thought he was going to do the crawl.
If he doesn't get down low.
Well, he can't. Look, there's a line of paint going right through the crack, and he goes right into it. No, he's going to keep going. They know he's there. They're going to come do him.
He's got to go get him.
Good counter move by Philly Corrupt.
Let's go. Oh, this is actually Miles here, Miles Carter.
So Carter
Walking
taking a
down.
walk. We've got a player for Tiki taking a walk. 4-4, Kelvy up the middle, number 20
Oh,
for
this
Corrupt.
is what's his name. I know who he is. He helps out with murder goons and stuff. Richie.
All right. He gets the clean check, although he looks guilty when he puts his hands up like that.
There's a guy up here for Philly Corrupt, number 20.
That's Kelvy.
He actually saved the game for them.
Absolutely. That was a great
A
counter
lot-
move.
I'm not sure if a lot of them know that, but after he killed that one, if he would have got down lower before crossing the bunker, if he would have started low, I don't think the guy would have saw him because he came around the bunker and then went low.
He gave it
and
away.
He gave himself away. If he would have just did it lower, I think prior to the bunker, like what I like to do, unfortunately, I hide myself. So I'll get behind the bunker, get really low.
Don't do
telling
that.
you, like-
Don't be ashamed of yourself.
like
You
a
don't need to hide yourself, John.
Like literally like a snake, and I just slither. Forget crawling, you know? It's a snake. Snakes don't crawl, they slither. So I try to drag myself.
Do you grease up before games?
Yeah, you know, always. I don't know how Diddy's got the baby oil. I had it all first.
Oh, you went there. All right, we better get back to the game before we get a cease and desist from Diddy's
Oh,
camp.
man, no way. I was just joking, guys. It's
No,
okay.
you're good. You're good.
I'm broke. You guys gonna sue me? I have no money.
Don't worry, no one's watching this. All right, Philly Corrupt to your left, up by 1 point. Kelvy up the middle, trying to hold on to it. Again, this.
I think this guy has a hit on his loader. Might be rub.
It could be rub. It could be a green. No, you're right.
The
It's
way it's looking, it looks like it's spreading towards him and not running. I'm
like a
not
blast pattern.
sure.
Well, he's got a ref looking straight
Yeah,
at it.
it's rub. It looks dripping.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
he's hit now.
That one's not rub.
Oh, but he trades with the guy, so it's a good kill. 33. They're both yelling dirty.
Yeah.
33.
Look at that. A little bit of sportsmanship walking off. They both traded, congratulating each other. Respect from Juan
Well,
Cardona.
If they can make this a 10-minute match, you know.
Yeah, right? Apparently that's a thing on this field. We didn't know that was possible.
Well, everything is possible.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes, I tell you what, Collision sure does, because that last match,
Yeah.
that
40-second
40-second point, they're praying on a miracle.
All right, well, they have P-Mob and Collision have a 36-second point to play here in a minute when this gets over.
36 or 26?
Jump in. I think it's 36. I'm not sure. Jump into the Dorito brick there by Totem. He gets there alive. Might have taken a bounce.
Looking inside. This guy over here on the snake can for Tiki, switching his gun both ways, making sure he knows where both bodies are at on both sides. Though I know where everybody's pretty much at. I guess it's just the lanes that are being held up right now. Nobody's really moving. Nobody wants to give the advantage to the other team, but Tiki Totem does know they have to do something. But they got 9 minutes, so no big rush.
D2 now hot for Tiki's Totem. Kelvy was looking the other way when he decided to make that bump. Good for him.
He's trying to get him.
So right now it's just the D2 for Philly Corrupt trying to control and contain Tiki Totem's Dorito side. Kelvy staying on that snake side.
This ref over here telling him to switch with him, that he's watching his back. You watch the front. You're watching the other player now. So there is a guy in the Snake 3 Dorito over there. And he is dead, as I say something.
Killed him.
Commentator's curse. As well, though, I am, you know, biased. I said it. I am going for Philly, so why not?
You're using your using your
Using my
commentator
powers.
curse to
Yes.
full effect.
Let's go. I didn't know I had this power.
Yeah, you're reaching into the field and playing with them like puppets. All right, this is another super long point. We're now at 8 minutes. It's been about 3 minutes past.
This guy makes a courageous run into the
Look at his pack.
snake.
Look,
Empty. That's
empty.
why.
Yep.
He's like, I have no paint. Oh, he has nothing in his loader, looks
No.
like, as well.
He's going to be picking up off the ground
Yeah.
soon.
Looks in front of him. Looked down to see if there was any good paint.
There's a little bit of pain at his knees, but he's not picking it up.
He's not desperate for it
Oh,
just yet.
they're going to drop number 87 over on the Dorito side. Philly Corrupt situation gets a little bit
So
worse.
it's a 22. Oh, because this guy's over here in the 50. I don't think he knows he's there.
Kelby's the only one left with paint. He's going to walk right into a gun. This Snake
No,
player's in a world of trouble.
Look inside. Look inside. Look inside. Look inside.
He doesn't know.
Look inside.
Oh, he's going to turn. He's got just enough paint to take out that flag runner. I think we're in a one-on-one.
Yes. And he killed him. No, he missed him. He knows where he's at.
Well, he doesn't have enough paint to fight it.
No,
He makes the right decision. He's not going to win that foot race, but no, I can understand that decision. He knew he wasn't he had no paint left to engage a one-on-one.
You could protect your buzzer though.
Yeah.
That's definitely in the top 5 rules of paintball. Protect your
buzzer.
I get it. You're out of paint, but you have paint at your knees. Fuck it.
Pick it up.
Excuse my language. Just pick it up, throw it in there, man. Protect your buzzer, man.
Wow. What happened? You come into the booth and we get the wild games, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, it comes with me.
Nothing's going. It's chaos now. Sign up for Kinetics Team Program. They got some great sponsorship programs. Go to their website and take a look. They will help you out with jerseys, equipment, maybe even cash.
Ooh, everybody loves cash.
Right?
I know I do.
All right, Collision P-Mob, all tied up. 26 seconds on the clock. You were correct. It's not 30 seconds. 26 seconds on the clock. Unlikely to see a point resulting in this. It's possible.
Let's see what happens on the break here. Get some kills off the break.
It could
People
happen.
just start sending flying Vs.
Nothing flying Vs. Nothing makes sense anymore. P-Mob taking a...
Yeah. One body leaving for P-Mob, 5 alive for Collision. It looks like it's going into overtime. Nobody really doing anything crazy. Oh, P-Mob is, though. Oh, there was nobody there.
Yeah, P-Mob sent a
they
help
might
and a
have
prayer.
enough time. It's 9 seconds.
They're
5,
trying.
4, 3,
No.
2, 1.
Oh!
No,
that was wildly close.
No.
Wow.
The game buzzer hit before he hit it.
Yeah, the game clock. And by the way, the buzzer isn't necessarily synced up with the actual game clock. There can be a little bit of a delay. Why are they checking him?
They're saying they're giving it to him.
I don't know. They checked him, but the pit for Los Angeles is celebrating. I don't believe he hit it in time.
I don't. I watched it. I was trying to count it down to what I thought was the right count, and it literally buzzed, and then he hit it. It said game clock. He hit it.
So there can be a delay between the actual game clock held on the computer that's controlled by our NXL staff. There can be a delay between that and the horn. There can be a delay between that and what you see on screen. So what you see watching this it's not necessarily time accurate. And in my view, I even saw him hit the buzzer after. I thought he hit it after.
Yeah, he hit it after.
The
so
horn went
at this moment,
yes.
in this, they're going to review it?
They'll review it, but I think it's a no point.
Yeah. I would assume it's going to be a no point. If it goes under review, it should be a no point because if they really hear it, time ran out, and then he hit the buzzer. Like, as the guy was saying, game clock, he hit the buzzer.
Yeah.
So, can't be a simultaneous thing if somebody's talking and then you hit it.
All right, Tiki's Totem versus Corrupt. Tied up 1-1, 7 minutes on the clock. Tiki, relatively conservative breakout.
And they have a lot of time, so, no big rush right now.
5 alive, both teams. Now we'll move up the middle by Tiki's Totem.
Pat right there in the center of the home for Philly Corrupt.
Corrupt is going to lose their mini temple.
Yes, lose a body. Pat fills out, gets there alive.
Ooh, overslid it a little bit. He's kind of lucky to be alive.
Well, the good thing is that he overslid it because I saw a ball literally just go right over his head from the inside of it.
During his dive. Nice.
This guy in the Snake 3 for Philly Corrupt getting shot at.
So Morris, Tiki's middle player, failed to stop the move up into that Snake Dorito for Philly Corrupt. They managed to dance through his line of fire. Now he's going to have to lock into a one-on-one gunfight. I'm going to guess this is Devin. It is Devin, number 14 for Tiki's, up into the Snake Dorito himself. All right, so important job right now for Zach Morris up the middle for Tiki's Totem, stopping that Dorito from doing any damage. He's just going to stay on his gun. Devin here working around the angle. Philly Krupp pushing up into their snake too.
Pat over here looking at the snake side, making sure nobody's really moving past that 50. But as I say that, he looks inside towards the Dorito. Okay, pretty conservative all around. It's 45. Philly Krupp down a body.
Alex Zudel manages to move from that mini wall into the inside Dorito, inside snake wedge. Looking through the middle. You got 3 guns all looking snake side here for Tiki. To be honest, nothing really looking up the middle. If Philly can figure that out, there's an opportunity to push up to that middle brick right now. Oh, Tiki's going to lose a gunfight over there in the mini temple. They're going to take a walk, so they have no Dorito presence at this point. Heavy over here on the snake. Tiki, Devin's looking inside. Zudel's looking inside. You got Morris looking, again, basically inside, looking towards that snake. Perhaps that Philly Krupp player you're seeing in that mini temple could take a bounce out to the Dorito side, start working his way up. Oh, this is risky by Zudel. He doubles up in the bunker with Devin. That's an odd, a little bit of an odd decision.
I would have doubled up with the guy in the brick.
Yeah, the middle brick.
Yeah.
That's going to essentially force Devin to make a move.
Put him on an island over there on the D side now.
All right, so Dorito corner's been taken by Tiki.
So, guy over here screaming 44 on the team. Means 4 bodies alive for both teams normally. Oh, and as I say that, the guy in the corner takes a hit off the head.
Dorito corner for Totem's going to take a walk. That leaves really them all compacted over here on this snake side. Morris is locked into a hell of a gunfight with the snake Dorito.
Tiki drops another body as the coach, I would consider toweling.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Only because they have 4 bodies alive, and another 2 minutes of this, and they run down and trade the bodies. It'll be 2 bodies alive still for Philly, so. Well, that would be best. Oh.
Philly launches up to that outside wedge. Immediately takes Morris, and he takes their D3. Zudel's desperately trying to live behind his own snake Dorito. Devin's in trouble, too. He's going to turn. There's a gun already waiting for him.
Okay, there's a lot of chaos going on, but now where is the Dorito guy over here coming to kill him?
Devin gets blown up by his own D2. Zudel's going to drop back.
Nope. Towel.
Yeah,
there it goes.
Yeah, you called it. You called it. You were right about that. Coach Towel's out.
Yeah. Well, at this point, you need the time. You're looking at your last 3 minutes, and you have a stalemate of a 3-on-4. Somebody makes a move. You hope it'll be your team that powers through it, but again, like you said earlier, you have the coaches standing next to the tower,
buzzer,
the buzzer, for reasons just like this. Like, hey, we're going to give them their shot, but if they start to die, we have to towel it, because what's the sense of spending 2 more minutes on a 4-on-1, a 3-on-1 or something?
Also, the coaches watched the P-Mob game, a 14-minute P-Mob collision game, so they have to think about this. I mean, I would think in their head, they're thinking, this is a slow field. I need to save every single second, because I just watched a 14-minute point. All right, collision P-Mob, overtime we go. 5 minutes on the clock. P-Mob would do well to live through the opening breakout.
Does he make it?
And
yes, Dorito corner. Both ways. Oh, no. They lose 2 off break for collision.
So P-Mob has a player playing on the outside of that can over there. I know you can't see it from where you are, but there's a P-Mob player living on the ground on his knees.
Oh, I see him now.
Another player dropping here for collision. It's falling apart.
Is that 1 body left for collision?
That's none
no bodies.
Wow.
Oh, and they're giving him extra. Oh, they're playing it off. They're shooting the bunker like if they're not shooting him.
That was extra.
Yeah.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
P-Mob's local, and I love these guys, but that was not necessary.
Well, they have the name Mob in it.
True. Now they're just going to slow roll.
Yeah.
There's no reason for collision to towel out. I mean, it doesn't matter to them.
They have enough
So P-Mob's just got to figure it out.
Just hope, see if they go hit the buzzer or if they're dirty.
Yeah, that's about it. Is there a P-Mob player with a hit on him? That's the only way this is going to go wrong.
All right. Now I would towel it.
Well, it doesn't matter. Toweling
Oh.
for collision is irrelevant. If they towel, they lose the
Oh,
match
well,
automatically.
it's overtime. You're right. So
Yeah.
I
So
forget.
so if you're collision, you might as well let them hit the buzzer and
Yeah.
hope that there's a sneaky hit hiding in a pack or something.
I saw the time, and I clearly forgot it was overtime.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Nah, you're good.
We did spend all the time.
So Sam Lana's going to hit the button for PMOB delicately, very delicately.
Very. Like, it looked like he was trying to, like, elegantly just
Yeah.
hover over the bunker softly.
There we go.
And
That's
their
it.
celebration hug.
That wasn't him walking to a lane. They walked him all the way off the field last guy.
Yeah,
I
PMOB's going to
agree.
win this one.
Collision coach, I guess, is,
Unhappy about the extra?
yeah.
I think he's right.
Yeah, I believe it. Oh, well, you should have not got wiped clean. You should have let them see the stacked up cake of paint
Right.
that was
Right.
dripping down your back. Paintball for purpose.
Paintball for Purpose is a charitable organization started by Tammy Adamson. It tries to help anybody in trouble, athletes and veterans, veterans dealing with PTSD, or really anybody dealing with mental health
shout
issues.
out to them.
Yeah, really good. This is not somebody trying to make money off the sport. They're trying to help players in the sport.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And they got 4 bunkers out here, you know? A lot
Yeah.
of people only get 1. Well, 2, 1 on each side.
Yep.
And
All right,
we're
here we
back.
go.
2 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock right now. 5-on-5 breakout. Looks
This-
like they both have a player in the Snake 3, one guy in the middle for Philly Corrupt in the center brick. And as I say that, one fills up for Tiki Totem in the brick. Okay.
Considering how slow this field is run, this is a must-win for Totem.
Yeah,
Totem.
and-
There's really little chance to win another
And
point.
Philly's playing aggressive for being the up team. But, hey, high risk, high reward.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's moving up into a better position because he knows that they have to come.
Hey, Ralph, excuse me. Hey, this lady right here, we don't even know. Spectators are telling you. Spectators are telling you. That was egregious.
Well, he was shooting a bunker too. Like,
Yeah, they're still
So-
arguing. They're still arguing about the overshooting from the PMOB game.
I'm one of a person that I'm a strong believer. Sometimes you gotta walk somebody off the field. You know. Sometimes you don't like your opponent. I don't think it's the nicest thing, but I've been walked off fields before, so.
I would be careful
does
doing
happen.
that on this field with this ref crew.
Yeah, listen, I'm not against it.
Yeah. I'm just saying tactically, I would be careful with sportsmanship stuff on this field with this ref crew. All
I
right.
think they're fighting behind us. I'm not sure.
Tiki's Totem's got 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, seems like the guys behind us are fighting. They're definitely arguing PMOB and Collision back there behind us.
Well, they've taken it off the field. All right, on the field, Philly Corrupt losing their center player
losing
gives
center.
Tiki's a chance. They move up to that outside wedge. Looks like he did clip
He's
the Snake
open.
player. Yeah, Snake
Oh.
player's hit
Pat,
for Philly
stay
Corrupt.
alive. You
Leaves
know they're
home.
coming, Pat. You know
Home.
they're there, Pat.
Dorito Brick and Muller here on the Snake
Stay on
Dorito.
them. Stay on them. Pat, you need to stay on the snake. Yes,
Oh,
there you go.
yep, there you
now
go.
you're good to look that way, Pat. No, yes. Good shit, Pat. Stay there.
Ooh,
He's hitting the
Muller
head.
is hit.
He's hitting
Muller
the
is
head.
hit. Holmes' pack is in danger here. There it is. There is a hit on the pack. The refs don't see it yet, but there is a hit on his pack at home.
Okay, it's 30 seconds left, and it's a 2-on-3. Let's see what happens. And Collision's pushing it. Oh, he gets hit. He gets hit. He get hit. Oh, look, he tried to wipe it. He
He's
tried to
asking
wipe
for-
it.
yeah.
He tried to wipe it. He tried to wipe it. That's a hit. Oh, it's
Nope,
the
calling
hit.
it clean. There's going to be a trade with that middle brick. I think they're going to get to it.
14 seconds.
Yeah, they're gonna
They
get to
have It's going into overtime.
Oh, dangerous. 9 seconds on the clock. It will be X-ball and then into overtime. There it is. Good point. Wow. Strong finish by
Wow.
Totem.
He was hit on the lake. He got to wipe it.
All right, minute 50. We're going to go into overtime. This has been what did you bring to what vibe did you bring to this field? We've not seen anything like this all weekend.
So in my local fields, they like to call me Spicy Pants sometimes. You know, I like to bring chaos when I play. Like they call me Johnny Five. You know,
Like the,
I get,
movie?
I get 5. Well, that's when they started calling me it. They were like, "Do you even know that? Are you
That
old
reference?
enough?" And I'm like, "I do know Johnny Circuit. You know, I'm
That's
old
pretty
enough.
old.
It's a robot. You know, I know the guy. I'm 32. You know, I probably look like a baby. I'm a little old. I'm the youngest of my family, so you know, my oldest brother's like 43. So you know, I watched a lot of old things in my life. So yeah.
Wow.
I bring
Short circuit.
chaos to paintball. You know, I'm a snake player, but I'm a flex. I play everywhere.
Well,
I'm better on my feet.
You brought chaos to this situation because we haven't seen anything like this. This match, we saw 14 minutes points. We've now seen some kind of altercation off the field and the sidelines.
I bring chaos.
This has been crazy. We've seen points finished in 40 seconds, which I wasn't sure was possible. Wild comebacks, 2 overtime games in the same point, in the same match. Yeah, this is not according to schedule.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Spiking the viewership.
I do my best.
All right, I would not be shocked if one of these teams call a timeout. As a matter of fact, I think that's what just happened. I think we got a timeout from one of the two teams.
I would definitely take a timeout. It's overtime. Listen, I'll probably be the guy to be like, hey, wait until they use their timeout, and then let's call ours. Let's breathe a little bit. It's going to be a long point. The next point's going to be long. Unless they get shots off the break, and then it changes the game.
We've seen both, yeah.
So it's like, it's confusing. Like, you might think it's going to be a fast point, and then it turns into the longest point, and then you're like, oh, this is going to be a long point, and then it's a fast point.
All right, well, after this, we're going to move on to our WNXL portion of the afternoon. We're going to take a little bit of a lunch break, give the refs a rest. We'll come back and watch the Heroines take on the Suricatos, and Femmes Fatale take on Dallas Vibe. Couple good games.
I would like to be back here for this one.
My High Rollers versus Heroines.
Yes, my wife plays for High Rollers.
Does she really?
It's going to be a good match.
Who's
Yes,
this?
Jessica Salinas.
Oh, Salinas.
Number
okay.
15.
Good player.
Yeah. She's
Who
pretty
taught
good.
who taught who how to play paint? Don't answer that. For your safety, don't answer that.
No. So as of lately, she's been giving me my credit for a player.
Yeah.
But really, I as a man, a boyfriend, I should teach her more. You know, being a snake and all that. She keeps asking me. I've been helping
That's funny.
her
She
lately.
calls you a snake all the time.
All the time. Yes. Yes. Sneaky snake.
Yeah.
Sneaky snake. But yeah, you know, she's gotten a lot better after the baby. We did have a baby recently. My
Congrats.
daughter's 8 months now. And literally, she told all of them after we found out she was pregnant, like, hey, once this baby pops out, give me 2 weeks, I'm coming back out.
Jeez, that is ambitious.
And she had the baby. I want to say a week and a half later, it wasn't even a whole full 2 weeks, she went to practice.
That's crazy.
And I told her, I said, don't overexert yourself, don't dive, don't
Right.
slide. And she didn't care to listen. First thing she does is dive. And I'm like, you don't listen. She's like, I'm okay, I'm
Look,
fine.
she survived childbirth. She's like, diving into a snake is no big deal.
But soon after that, she'd had surgery. She had to remove her, I think it was a gallbladder or testis. I don't remember.
Yeah, you don't need
It
that.
was something in
Gallbladder's
there.
a waste of time.
And then 2 weeks after surgery, back out.
Wow.
Right back out. She played World Cup with them.
She has what we call reckless disregard for her own safety, is what I'm hearing.
My daughter was born September 7th. And she came out for Cup and played Cup.
Wow, that's
after
crazy.
After the baby, surgery, still went out and played.
That is crazy.
And they got second, if I'm not mistaken, at Cup. No, I don't remember what they placed at Cup.
I'm thinking Tampa.
Yeah,
I don't
Tampa.
remember
Tampa,
Cup.
they got second.
Yeah. I don't remember Cup.
Yeah, I don't think they made it. I'm not 100% sure. I think
Well,
they lost in the semis. Or
Nonetheless, true warrior.
something. Yes.
Holy crap. Is she part Amazonian?
The little midget Amazon, yeah.
All right, here we go. 2-2. Overtime game. Philly Krupp, Tiki's Totem. What came before doesn't matter. Looks like 5 alive for Totem. 5 alive for Krupp. Doubled up at home.
Got some fresh cold water for us.
First player dropping for Totem. They're losing their home. Now a bump into that inside wedge by Philly Corrupt.
Okay, so Philly Corrupt does have middle presence.
Is this Ricky Smith working the middle there for Totem?
Yes. It
All right.
says Smith on the back of his jersey.
Yeah, I
the
think
player
so.
here for the Snake didn't check that he's going to get a penalty.
Uh-oh.
Tiki
There's
Totem
a
with
minor.
2 flags go up. Let the other team know for sure. There's a minor over here. Sometimes it's a little confusing for me when I see 2 yellows, like
Yeah.
on opposite ends of the fields, because I'd be like, oh, they got 2 penalties at one time, and then I'm looking for the bodies. I'm like, hey guys, cancel that, cancel that. I'm lying.
The European refs here, they always they throw flags and sympathy to each other. Ricky's going to take a walk, unfortunately. Man, he's frustrated. Engaged in just a bad gunfight there. That's going to leave just that corner brick. Fighting
Sad
for his life.
days
I
for
think
Ricky.
is this Hopper? No, I guess he's
been
clean.
up here since early. If I'm not mistaken, he's been coaching the Murder Goons.
Yeah.
This guy over
All
here
right.
is getting.
Well, that is
and
it. There's going to be a
another
minor. There's no
penalty.
bodies to pull.
So does
There's
that
no
mean
bodies
they start
to pull.
with a body? Oh, it's overtime.
No, it's
so
overtime.
It doesn't matter. So it's over. Game
It's
clock
that
should
game
stop.
could be over. Yeah, there you go. The refs have recognized it.
And they win it. All right. So we all knew I was rooting for Philly Corrupt.
All right. Well, that is going to finish that one out in a wild set of circumstances again and again and again.
Hey.
Hey, be careful on the way out of here. I hear there's fighting in the pits. So.
Yes, there. I'm gonna see if I pull my phone out right now and just pull the camera out as I'm climbing down the ladder, just in case
reasons.
just in case they are fighting there. I get it all on camera.
Make sure you don't identify with either team. Hey, it has been great.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. It has been a great time. Thank you for being here. We're going to take a bit of a break, about an hour. We're going to get some lunch into these ref stomachs, and we'll be back to watch WNXL. Thank you, everybody.